In this video, I will share the story behind the biggest claim of the year from Directorii.com. This company in New Jersey cost us $12,000. They could not fix their mistakes. We had to step in and make it right with a homeowner. This video is for homeowners who are trying to hire contractors, but also for the contractors who are trying to understand how directory works. If you're directory contractors, it's a must watch. I want you to understand our claim process, what we're thinking, what we're looking at, how we investigate this type of disputes, because it's never pretty. There's always someone who is pointing fingers, and we have to make people accountable. Sometimes it's homeowners' fault, sometimes it's contractors' fault. We're gonna listen to both stories and we will make our executive decision. In this case, I'm not gonna name the company who did the work. This is not my intention. This is not kind of company we are. This company have joined Directory early on. I think they're good guys. I think just like many startups, they just struggle and they made a lot of mistakes early on. They actually followed Roofing Insights for 3-4 years. I personally wanted to help them. We list them, we recommend them. We don't give bad recommendations. If you ask me for a recommendation for a contractor, if I don't have one, I'm not gonna give one. But if I'm recommending contractor to you, I'm gonna stand behind his work. And if he's gonna mess up, I'm gonna step in and I'm gonna pay the bill. I'm gonna make it right. What took place here is in New Jersey, this company did a roofing job. It was insurance claim. I would also say, after investigating, reading emails, that the job did not start right from the beginning. It was insurance claim, but the homeowner kind of did it like as a retail job. He did not want them to deal with insurance per se. I mean, there was a lot of miscommunication. Now, when the job was complete, within a couple of weeks, homeowner had a leak. He did not have leaks before, now it's leaking. We actually started this claim with watching the videos sent us by the homeowner saying, hey, this company, we found at Directorii.com, did this job, and look at our ceiling now leaking. So water was pouring in. Obviously, something went wrong. There was a flashing problems, there was a skylight problems, and a few others. Let me explain to you what took place. On purpose, I don't want to show you the house. I don't want to show you the company who did the work. I don't want to show you the homeowner, because I want to stay as neutral as possible. Everybody makes mistakes, and I don't want to blame contractors. I understand that contractor and why he did what he did, but overall, he made a mistake. Nevertheless, he made a mistake, and in simple terms, he installed a wrong type of roofing material. So this is a kind of like roofing system that they had. So you have asphalt shingles on a steep part of the roof, and then you have a flatter portion. Technically, in many states, you can install asphalt shingles on the flatter portion of the roof. If it's 212, 312, it's not perfectly flat. It was 212. And if you install ice and water and then you shingle over it, you can get away with it. Well, in New Jersey, there's a code prohibits to do that. So they should not be installing asphalt shingles on a 212 pitch. Also, we have skylight. So they also picked the wrong type of skylight that should not be installed on this type of roof. Now, in New Jersey, you do have snow loads, and that has to do with the codes and how stuff is built. Now, if you're watching it from Atlanta, Georgia, or Alabama, codes locally there could be different. I'm just telling you what's happening here. After they installed the wrong skylight, they also have a chimney somewhere, and the chimney was not properly flashed. That's where the leak came from. And by the way, most roofs leak around penetrations. It's your chimneys, it's your skylights, it's your flashing, it's your pipe boots and stuff like that. It's not that hard to install shingles to shed the water from the roof, but true professional will shine in those little details. If you want to know who is good, who is bad, look at the details of a roofing job, flooring job. It's how you cut jambs around doors. It's how you flash the chimneys and stuff like that. So looking at the pictures, listening to the story, I could tell that this company did not have a capacity to do professional job. They've done way too many mistakes. Now, the company who did the work were willing to fix their mistakes. So they were in communication with me. They were in communication with the homeowner. Unfortunately, when we were calling them, I remember, and it was a very nasty episode because I was calling a company number and someone else, their sales rep, picked up the phone. And I asked him to, if I can speak with the owner. And he was very nasty, very rude, and something we pay very close attention here at Directory. Whoever answers a phone call have to be on point. So now we open the claim and we're just trying to investigate. And the salesperson did not want me to talk to the owner. I told him who I am. He told me he does not care about who I am. He doesn't give a crap. I'm like, listen, I'm about to pay $12,000 for your mistakes. And I would appreciate that at least I can talk. So when we call you guys, we're trying to help you. And the owner called me back later, apologized. I hold no grudges. But when we look in this type of situations, when you have a dispute with a homeowner, I want you to know that we're trying to be the most reasonable party involved. We want to listen to you. We want to listen to the homeowner. We want to find out what took place and how we're going to solve this problem and this type of disputes. Because at that point, homeowner did not want to let that contractor to come back. They didn't have faith in them that they're going to be able to fix it. And to be honest with you, I don't think this company could fix it. And that's why I told the homeowner, go ahead and find someone to do the job and I'll deal with them. And that's how Bay Roofing entered the scene. So we've been talking to Bay Roofing. Bay Roofing gave them a price of $12,000 to fix everything. So they came in, they re-roofed this portion, the flatter portion, and they also replaced the skylight. They purchased brand new skylight, which alone cost $2,000. They put their warranty and they guaranteed the job, and we had to pay them. Some people would argue that $12,000 was too much because entire job originally was $12,000, and this repair will be $12,000. And the first company who did the job, they said they're willing to pay for this work. They're willing to pay someone to fix their mistakes, but they are not agreeing to pay $12,000. And here's my answer to it. When you make a mistake in business and someone have to come and fix it, you don't get to dictate the price, what's reasonable, what's not reasonable. You could do $1,000 worth of work and create $10,000 worth of mistakes, of damage. This is your education. This is your ticket. This is how you learn. You will pay premium price, and you should expect to pay premium price. Bay Roofing is a reputable local company. I understand that price-wise, they're probably at the top. So this homeowner did get a price from startup essentially, but startup messed up, and they ended up having a market leader to fix their mistakes and essentially doing the job almost twice. Now, I would say that homeowner deserved to have his contractor of choice to fix the mistakes and to have his comfort after all of the problems he had with the first contractor, because it's only fair. I mean, if you're paying someone $12,000, you should not have leaks, the water coming through the ceiling. You should not be exchanging 10 emails and disputing scope of work or what kind of skylight was installed. You're paying premium dollar, and you should be receiving premium product and premium service. My message to all roofers who are not charging enough, or who's taking pride of being the cheapest guy or not charging as much as other guys, be careful, because oftentimes you might have the best intentions. And this contractor, the first recommendation, who I recommended personally, I think he's a good guy. I think he is a good contractor. I'm not gonna blame him. I'm not gonna shame him publicly. I hope he learned his lesson. And to be honest with you, I told him, if you're gonna pay us back, if you're gonna pay $12,000 back, I'm gonna list you again. But I am not going to list you and keep paying for your mistakes. You have to learn from your experience. You messed up, someone else paid for your mistakes. If you want to be on directory again, I will list you, but you're going to make it right with us. Unfortunately, many contractors are not capable to do it because they're not charging enough. And this is why you have to think about your net profit, your gross profit, and about your price, your overhead. If you don't have money to redo 3-4 jobs per year, you're doing something wrong. So many contractors are living paycheck to paycheck. They don't have money set aside for warranty calls like this. This is why so many contractors fail within a couple of years. It only takes 1 or 2 jobs to go wrong, and now you have $20,000, $30,000, $50,000 to pay for it, and you're not capable of. Remember Jordan Desbian? We're just sending him check today for one of his liens, $4,300. Unlike this contractor, he actually not willing to talk to us. He blocked us. We're paying his bills, and he's in hiding, running 2 different scenarios. So what I'm telling you is this. If you're a director or contractor, if you're willing to make it right, we will always work with you, and nobody will even know who you are. We're going to pay your bills, and we'll settle with you later. But if you're in Iran, we know where to find you, and we will make sure that you will never scam any other homeowners because we're not going to give you that opportunity. Because guys like Jordan Desbian should not be in business, should not sell anything to roofers or to the homeowners. They should be punished. They should pay their price. This is highest claim of the year. Last year we have a few other claims. And if you're the homeowner and you want this guarantee, you want us to make sure that you have a good experience and you don't get scammed, nobody runs away with your money, nobody does a crappy job that you have to hire someone else and pay twice for the same work. 2 things that you have to do. Number 1, you have to download Directorii.com and search our contractors. But number 2, you have to register that warranty. If you don't register the work at Directorii, we don't know what took place. If you hire a contractor behind our backs, it's the same thing as hiring Uber or Lyft driver outside of app. If we don't know that you're doing transaction, if you're not registering work, we have a right to deny that claim, that warranty. So if you want my guarantee, you have to be a user of Directorii and you actually have to register. It costs you nothing, it's free, but we will never deny any claims that actually registered. But if some contractors are using our guarantee to sell the jobs, they pitch, they explain it to the homeowners. When they get those jobs, they're not reporting them back to guarantee, which is, financial loss to us, but also it's not the right thing to do. Directorii is a platform that connects homeowners and contractors. It's the safest way to find a contractor. We don't give better recommendations, but you have to follow by the rules too. You find contractor, you report to us how much you paid them, what was the job. Just tell us, I hired this guy and pay him $15,000. That's all we ask. That's your guarantee. We give you a certificate that we guarantee that work. If you don't do that part and something goes wrong later, we might deny that claim. I love claims. It's part of the business. I will never run away from my liability, and I'll continue sharing the stories, what went wrong, so we can all learn from them. But please, register your warranties, sign up for Directorii.com. If you're the contractors who want to be listed and recommended by me, I'm going to put all my information below, and I'll see you guys in the next video.